It's Lionel Messi. And Messi! 4-0!
Messi strikes it. Oh, and it's in the back of the net from Leo Messi. Just tried to loft it in, and anything that Messi tries.
And
Messi is better.
Tonight, Messi will be leaving Barcelona after the club were unable to fulfill the player's new contract.
For years, Barcelona owned the right wing. When Lionel Messi played there, it wasn't just a position, it was a weapon. Every time he picked up the ball out wide, something special felt seconds away. That area of the pitch was his playground. Defenders were just visitors. But when Messi left, things changed. The natural order disappeared. Barcelona lost more than just a legend. They lost clarity. That right side, once the most dangerous part of the pitch, became uncertain. Ousmane Dembele was next in line. Electric on his day, unpredictable in both the best and worst ways. Injuries slowed him down. But even when fit, he never truly owned the role like Messi did. And just as he was starting to look settled, Paris Saint-Germain came calling. And Barcelona, desperate for cash, let him go. So they went looking again. Adama Traore came back on loan. Built like a bodybuilder, rapid pace, but it always felt like chaos without control. Memphis Depay was another experiment. Talented, yes. Stylish, no doubt. But he didn't fit the Barca mold. It was a revolving door of stopgaps. Big names, short stays. No one felt like the guy. And all this was happening while Barcelona were stuck in the Europa League. Let that sink in. A club built on Champions League nights at Camp Nou, playing Thursday football? Not because of one bad season, but because of the entire identity of the team that was crumbling. Then came the financial collapse. Years of poor management had caught up. Massive contracts, reckless spending, and no plan for the future. When it finally broke, it hit hard. The club had to pull every financial lever it could find just to survive. They couldn't afford star players. And even if they did manage to sign someone, registering them with La Liga became a saga in itself. Barcelona wasn't shopping for superstars anymore. They were negotiating with the rulebook. But here's where the story shifts. Not with a transfer, but with a realization. The answer to Barcelona's problems wasn't out there on the market. It was waiting at home, at La Masia. The academy that produced Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets had quietly been nurturing the next generation. And in the middle of the chaos, Xavi, a La Masia product himself, looked inward. That's when he promoted Pau Cubarsí, the teenager who defended with a calmness way beyond his years. And then came the real breakthrough. Lamine Yamal, a left-footed winger, quick, confident, intelligent, the kind of player Barcelona had been searching for in the transfer market for years. And he was right there, wearing the crest since he was a child. Yamal didn't arrive with a press conference, no social media announcement with flashing lights. He just walked onto the pitch and belonged, instantly. He took that right side of the field, the space once ruled by Messi, and made it feel alive again. The unpredictability, the elegance, the fearlessness, it was all back. And he was just a kid, not bought for 180 million euros, not brokered through agents or sponsorship deals, just a pure footballing talent, promoted at the right moment. Barcelona had spent years and millions trying to find the right player for that right wing, and in the end, the perfect answer was free, grown at home, raised in their philosophy, taught their way. By the time he turned 17, he'd already done what most players dream of in an entire career. 2 La Liga titles. That's the same number Cristiano Ronaldo won in 9 years with Real Madrid. Let that sink in. And get this, he's the only player ever to win La Liga twice before turning 18. Barcelona didn't just find a right winger. They found the right winger. This season alone, 17 goals, 25 assists, 42 goal contributions. That's more than triple what Wayne Rooney had at his age. Even Bojan Krkic, another La Masia gem, never came close to these numbers. Yamal's talent isn't just impressive, it's historic. And the scary part? He's just getting started. In 2029, he'll be 22. Still eligible for the Golden Boy Award. He could win it for 6 straight seasons if the jury wasn't so obsessed with fresh faces every year. And that's how far ahead of his generation he is. You know what he's worth right now? 180 million euros. Let's put that in perspective. At his age, Neymar was worth 1 million euros. Vinicius Jr., 10 million euros. Jude Bellingham, 27 million euros. Lamine Yamal is off the scale. And Barcelona? They didn't spend a single euro in transfer fees. He came straight from La Masia. Now, obviously, we've heard the next Messi thing before. Bojan, Giovanni Dos Santos, Munir, even Ansu Fati. All brilliant talents, all burdened with sky-high expectations, all proof that early success can be a dangerous thing in football. Some were derailed by injuries, others by pressure. Bojan even admitted he struggled with anxiety and burnout. But Yamal, so far he looks different. Why? It's not just his dribbling, although that's world-class. It's not just his passing, which is razor-sharp. It's the maturity. He plays like someone who's been here for a decade. Not panic, no rush, just pure awareness and decision-making. You watch him play and you see a kid who understands space. When to burst, when to pass, when to pause and pull defenders in. His first start against Cadiz showed it perfectly. He didn't just take on every defender blindly. He picked his moments, played clever 1-2s, waited for the right opening, then bang, flick, sprint, gone. This isn't just a street football, it's elite intelligence. Even Pep Guardiola said it once. Can he dribble? That's the first question I ask. Everything else can be taught. Yamal checks that box with a highlighter. You see, we're in an era where dribbling is kind of a lost art. Most wingers now just play it safe. Pass, overlap, recycle. But Lamine Yamal, he's out there cooking defenders like it's 2009. And he's auditioning for a Messi documentary. This season in La Liga alone, he's completed 138 successful dribbles. That's one every 18 minutes. Just to give you a sense of how insane that is, that number puts him top of Europe. The only other guy even in the same stratosphere is Man City's Jeremy Doku, who sits at 102. After that, the drop-off is steep. Kudus has 87, Luke Bacchio 82. No one's close. Now, to be fair, Doku does beat defenders a bit more frequently, about every 13 minutes. But here's the kicker. Yamal's played way more minutes. He's not just pulling off a few flashy moves off the bench. He's doing this every game, from kickoff to full time. But wait, here's the real madness. 275 dribbles attempted. Let that number sink in. That's 81 more than any player in Europe's top leagues. And yeah, naturally, that also means he's got the most unsuccessful dribbles too. 137. Even more than Nico Williams, who's basically his best friend on the Spain squad. So should we be worried about the high number of failed attempts? No, not at all. In fact, I'll tell you something even better. The kid's fearless. He wants the ball. He wants to take defenders on. He's not out there playing sideways passes to pad his stats. He's trying to change the game with every touch. This is what makes Yamal so special. He's not just skilled. He's joyful. He plays with flair, imagination, and his boldness that feels like a throwback to street football. Watching him glide past defenders is like watching someone who sees the game in slow motion. He disguises what he's about to do so well, even the cameraman loses track sometimes. Everything about his movement feels intentional. He's unpredictable, but never reckless. There's always an end goal, whether it's carving out a pass, setting up a teammate, or just yanking two defenders out of position to create space. He's solving problems in real time, and at 17, that's rare. That's elite. You can see why Barcelona are building the future around him. He's already a crucial player for club and country. Not in 5 years, not in the future, now. And the best part, he's still not the finished product. Imagine what he'll look like at 21 when he's refined his decision-making, added more muscle, polished his final ball. Right now, we're watching the raw version of Yamal, and even that version is already torching Europe's best defenders. This kid isn't just Barcelona's solution to the left-wing problem. That right side, once the most dangerous part of the pitch, became uncertain. Spain knew they had a gem and didn't wait. He was playing for La Roya by 16, scored on his debut against Georgia, set records at the Euros, youngest ever to appear, youngest ever to assist, youngest to shine on that stage like he belonged. Against Croatia, he set up Dani Carvajal, 2 assists in his first 4 games. Even Spain's manager, Luis de la Fuente, couldn't hold back. We must let them develop their full potential, he said. No limits. And honestly, it's hard not to believe that when you watch Yamal. But here's the thing. Talent like this needs care. We've seen it before. Young stars explode onto the scene, only to fade out under the weight of hype, injuries, or mismanagement. Barcelona had something special in Lamine Yamal, but they'll need to protect him, guide him, and give him the right space to grow. Because if they get it right, this isn't just a wonderkid we're watching. This could be the face of Barcelona for the next decade. Now, if you've made it this far, you clearly love football stories as much as I do. So hit that like button if Yamal's impressed you this season, and subscribe for more football stories just like this. Drop a comment and let me know, do you think Yamal can go all the way and become a Barca legend? Or is the pressure too much?